Hello, Golden State Warriors fan! We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The Golden State Warriors find themselves in a unique and somewhat puzzling position this offseason. Unlike every other NBA team that has been actively engaging in trades, signing free agents, or reshaping their roster, the Warriors have remained notably quiet. The reason behind this quietness isn't due to a lack of ambition or financial capability, but largely centers around one player whose situation is causing a significant hold-up: Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga, a young and athletic forward, is currently navigating restricted free agency, and the negotiations between him and the Warriors have been anything but straightforward. Kuminga's camp has made it clear that they are seeking a lucrative deal, reportedly in the range of $30 million per year, which has complicated matters. The player is signaling a desire not to return to Golden State, which puts the franchise in a difficult position. On one side, they have a promising young talent whose potential is undeniable, and on the other, a player who may no longer see the Warriors as his home. The Warriors seem to reciprocate this sentiment, showing reluctance to commit to a large contract for Kuminga, without assurances about his long-term fit within the team. Golden State's approach has been cautious but calculated. They are reportedly willing to offer Kuminga a contract closer to $20 million annually, a figure significantly lower than what his representatives are pushing for. The rationale behind this lower offer is strategic. The Warriors are aware that if Kuminga is committed to leaving, it might be more beneficial for them to hold onto his trade value, hoping to flip him to another team rather than locking themselves into a high-value contract with a player who might not want to stay. However, the market for such a player at Kuminga's asking price has been sluggish, adding another layer of complexity to the situation. One possible path the Warriors have been exploring is a sign-and-trade deal with the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls possess a young and talented guard in Dosunmu, who could be an appealing asset for Golden State, especially if the Warriors are looking to recalibrate their roster. A trade involving Kuminga and Dosunmu could potentially benefit both sides, but so far, no agreement has been finalized, and both teams appear to be weighing their options carefully. While the Kuminga saga continues to drag on, the Warriors are playing their cards close to the chest for a reason far beyond just the player's contract demands. Reports from reliable insiders suggest that Golden State is trying to maintain as many assets as possible because they are preparing for a potential seismic shift in the NBA landscape: the possibility of acquiring Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks superstar and two-time MVP is considered one of the greatest talents of his generation, and any team that thinks there might be a chance to bring him aboard is naturally going to be extremely cautious with its roster moves. The Warriors' reluctance to part with Kuminga for less than his full trade value is, in part, a strategic move to keep their options open if trade talks for Giannis ever gain momentum. While there is no concrete evidence that Antetokounmpo has requested a trade or expressed a desire to leave Milwaukee, the very possibility keeps teams like Golden State vigilant. Holding on to young assets and draft capital ensures the Warriors remain competitive bidders should the market for Giannis ever ignite. Despite the speculation, the Warriors do not appear to be under any illusions. They know that Giannis is unlikely to pick the Bay Area as his preferred destination. Without serious developments, still, the franchise is preparing for all scenarios, keeping their roster flexible enough to make a big move if the stars align. This kind of forward thinking is a hallmark of the organization, which has built its dynasty on smart, measured decisions and an eye for seizing rare opportunities. Meanwhile, the question surrounding Kuminga's future has drawn significant attention from analysts and former players alike. Some have openly questioned why head coach Steve Kerr has not fully embraced Kuminga, given the player's clear improvement and his elite athleticism. Kuminga has shown steady growth every season, becoming more effective on both ends of the court, with a notable uptick in his offensive game. Many see him as a dynamic talent who could be a cornerstone for the Warriors' future if managed and developed properly. Critics argue that the Warriors, and Kerr specifically, need to place more trust and value in Kuminga, especially as he is one of the most athletically gifted players in the league. This kind of endorsement from respected voices in the basketball community underscores how pivotal Kuminga could be if given the right environment and confidence. The player's refusal to commit to the Warriors, however, complicates this narrative and puts the franchise in a bind between loyalty and practicality. The Warriors are not rushing to offer Kuminga a contract amid this complicated backdrop. Other notable restricted free agents across the league, like Quentin Grimes, Cam Thomas, and Josh Giddey, are also facing uncertain contract situations with their respective teams, which provides a bit of context to the Warriors' measured approach. It is a delicate balance between waiting to see how the market evolves and making sure they do not lose valuable assets or overpay for uncertain returns. Amid all this, Kuminga's agent, Aaron Turner, has been vocal in defending his client. He has pushed back against rumors suggesting Kuminga turned down a solid contract extension from the Warriors before entering restricted free agency, according to Turner. No offer of $30 million per year was ever declined by their camp, and he criticized the media narratives that have twisted the facts. Turner's statements aim to clarify the situation and paint a more accurate picture of the negotiations. From Kuminga's perspective, Turner's defense highlights how complex and often misunderstood these high-stakes negotiations can be. There is a fine line between genuine contract discussions and media speculation, and in Kuminga's case, it seems that misinformation has clouded the public's understanding of the player's intentions and the Warriors' position. This entire off-season saga with Kuminga is unfolding against the backdrop of the Warriors' larger ambitions. The team is not only trying to manage internal challenges, but is also eyeing potential game-changing moves in the NBA. The idea of adding a superstar like Giannis Antetokounmpo would dramatically alter the landscape of the league and could push the Warriors back into championship contention in a powerful way. But to be ready for that moment, Golden State must carefully navigate their current roster and asset management, which is why they are not rushing into any decisions that could jeopardize their flexibility. This combination of a stalled contract, negotiation, strategic patience, and the looming possibility of a blockbuster trade paints a fascinating picture of a franchise balancing the present with the future. It also underscores the increasingly complex world of NBA team building, where every decision can have ripple effects years down the line. The Warriors' situation with Kuminga and the potential pursuit of Giannis exemplifies how teams must juggle player development, contract demands, and long-term vision in an ever-evolving and highly competitive league. The story is still very much unfolding, and while the Warriors may currently appear static compared to their more active rivals, their quiet offseason is anything but passive. It is a calculated, cautious approach designed to maximize the team's chances to remain relevant and competitive at the highest levels for years to come. Amid all the intricate maneuvering surrounding Jonathan Kuminga and the Warriors' cautious off-season approach, the story takes on another dimension when considering the perspectives of those within and around the franchise. The way the team handles young talent like Kuminga speaks volumes about their philosophy, their confidence in their roster, and their long-term plans. Steve Kerr, the head coach who has guided the Warriors through multiple championships, faces tough questions about how much faith he places in Kuminga's potential. For a player who has steadily improved his game each year, showcasing explosive athleticism and growing offensive skills, the lack of a clear embrace role within the Warriors system raises eyebrows. The analysis from former NBA players and experts points to a disconnect between Kuminga's abilities and the team's utilization of him. The young forward's physical gifts make him an exciting figure on both ends of the floor, and many argue that he could flourish if given more consistent minutes and responsibility. However, the ongoing contract stalemate suggests a broader uncertainty about his place in Golden State's future. This kind of tension isn't unusual in professional sports, especially when contract negotiations intersect with coaching decisions and player development. The Warriors, known for their meticulous roster construction and emphasis on chemistry, might be cautious about rushing into commitments without fully aligning their vision with Kuminga's ambitions. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Whispers are growing louder in the basketball world as rumors swirl around a potential groundbreaking signing. Kai Sotto, the towering Filipino basketball sensation, might be on the verge of joining the Golden State Warriors, although no official announcement has been made. Insiders suggest that the Warriors are seriously considering bringing Sotto into their roster, igniting a buzz that has fans and analysts speculating about what this could mean for both the player and the team. Kai Sotto has been turning heads ever since he emerged as a promising young talent, with a unique combination of height, skill, and agility. Standing at an imposing 7'3", the 21-year-old center has shown flashes of brilliance in his previous stints, both in the NBA G League and international competitions. His potential to become a dominant presence in the paint has drawn attention from scouts across the globe. And now it seems that the Warriors, known for their sharp eye and spotting rising talent, might be ready to take a chance on the young giant. The Warriors have been searching for ways to bolster their front court depth, especially after recent seasons marked by injuries and roster shifts. Adding Soto could provide them with a fresh, versatile big man who complements their fast-paced, perimeter-oriented style of play, while Soto is still developing his game. Insiders hint that the Warriors coaching staff sees enough promise to envision him contributing in the near future. This rumor also taps into the broader narrative of the NBA's increasing globalization. The league has been steadily welcoming talent from all corners of the world, and Soto's arrival in Golden State would mark a significant moment for Filipino basketball fans, who have long awaited representation at the highest level for a franchise that embraces diversity and innovation. Signing Soto could be both a strategic move and a powerful message to fans worldwide. Of course, as with any rumor, there are questions and uncertainties. Contract details, roster adjustments, and the team's long-term vision all remain under wraps. It's unclear whether this potential signing would be a standard contract, a two-way deal, or part of a more complex developmental plan. Nevertheless, the buzz continues to build, and basketball enthusiasts are eagerly watching for any confirmation. Could Kai Soto be the next big thing in the Bay Area? Will the Warriors take the leap and invest in this young, international talent? As the whispers grow louder, one thing is certain: the story of Kai Soto and the Golden State Warriors is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing narratives this season. Fans should stay tuned, because if this deal comes to fruition, it might just redefine what's possible for both player and team in the evolving landscape of the NBA. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.